Hello everyone, I'm Kenny Ruiz and this is the 18th Top 18 Mexican Players of all time. At number 18 we have Benjamín Galindo, one of Mexico's greatest commanders in midfield. Galindo had the class and the vision to create passes and open spaces for his teammates. Also, he was a master free kick shooter and a key piece in Mexico's national team. Number 17 is Jared Borgetti. He's still Mexico's top goal scorers with 46 goals. Borgetti was also a great aerial threat. He played in the Premier League with Bolton Wanderers, but his best moment was in the 2002 FIFA World Cup against Italy when he scored an amazing header against Gigi Buffon nonetheless. Number 16 is Giovanni Dos Santos. The Mexican player is one of the most talented of this generation of Mexican players, yet he hasn't reached his full potential. The LA Galaxy star was one of Mexico's key players that won the Under-17 FIFA World Cup in 2005. At number 15 comes Carlos Vela. He is a very gifted young player and if he were to work up to his full potential, he could be very well in the top 5. But his work ethic is not the best and that's why he's not ranked higher. He was the main goal scorer in the 2005 Under-17 World Cup which Mexico won. At number 14 comes Luis Firata Fuente, one of the greatest players during the 40s and 50s. He played in the Spanish League and he made Veracruz champion twice in the Mexican League. He is the only player with a stadium named after him. At number 13 comes Horacio Casarín. He was one of Mexico's greatest sports stars during the first half of the 20th century. Casarín scored 172 goals in the Primera División during his career and he helped Atlante win the 46-47 championship in Mexico. He also performed in the football team movie called The Sons of Don Venancio. At number 12 comes Andrés Guardado, current Mexico's national team captain and a player who has a very long and successful career in Europe. His speed and power was his trademark, as well as his left foot. He can make amazing shoots from outside the box. On number 11 comes El Matador, one of the greatest Mexican strikers. Before 1998, many people questioned his calling to the national team, but he made a key difference when Mexico most needed him. El Matador scored 35 goals in his 85 games with the national team. At number 10 comes Antonio Carbajal, one of Mexico's greatest goalkeepers. He played for the national team in 5 FIFA World Cups. With a gifted leg, Pardo made it to the 9th position of this ranking. He also won the German Bundesliga with Stuttgart and had 148 national team caps. He won the 1999 Confederations Cup with Mexico's national team. On number 8 comes Claudio Suárez. The Emperador was the king of Mexican's defense before inheriting his place to Rafael Márquez. He played 188 games with the national team and was in 3 FIFA World Cups with El Tri. At number 7 comes Salvador Reyes. The goal-scoring talent of Chava is undeniable, and he made it through this list with his 122 goals with Guadalajara. He also played with Mexico's national team in 3 FIFA World Cups. At number 6 comes Alberto García Aspe. He is by far the best Mexico's box-to-box of all times. His power and leadership in midfield were key for Mexico's national team, in which he played for 109 games in total. At number 5 comes Javier Chicharito Hernández. He is, by far, the most popular player of the 21st century for Mexico. Hernández has played both of the biggest clubs in the world, Real Madrid and Manchester United. He has reached 2 UEFA Champions League semi-finals and 1 final. He is now the second top scorer of all times in the national team with 42 goals, only 6 below Jared Borgetti. At number 4 comes Jorge Campos, Mexico's greatest goalkeeper. He was a gifted player and made a revolution for his position, just like Manuel Neuer is doing nowadays. Unfortunately, he was not very tall and that was the main reason that kept him from playing in Europe. Nonetheless, he was a media icon and he will always be remembered for his amazing saves and his very colorful uniforms. At number 3 comes Cuauhtémoc Blanco, and if it were for talent, he would be number 1 of this ranking. But a very important injury delayed his development and affected his career in Europe. Yet, he is one of the most iconic Mexican players and was the leader of the national team for several years. At number 2 comes Rafael Márquez. The Atlas FC player is the best defender that Mexico has ever had. He is also the only one to win 2 UEFA Champions League, and he was part of the very successful history of FC Barcelona. He also won La Liga Trophy, UEFA Super Cup, Club World Cup, Mexican Liga MX, Confederations Cup, and the Golden Cup. Rafael is by far the biggest winner Mexico has ever had. And finally, number 1 in this ranking is Hugo Sánchez. Hugo is by far Mexico's biggest star of all time. The 5-time Pichichi winner with Real Madrid, he's widely recognized around the world, and maybe the only thing that fans didn't like about him was that he performed much better with his clubs than with the national team. That's about it. These are Mexico's best 18 players of all time. But what do you think? Did we miss someone? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe to the 18 YouTube channel. I'll see you on the next time.